Hello, and thank you for watching. My name is Rachel Barnett with Gentle Frog. I'm here to create videos for you to help you understand QuickBooks slightly better than you currently do. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please put them in the chat box. Thank you.
In this video, I want to show you how to record a deposit for something such as Stripe when there are fees taken out of the deposit. So we're just going to do this manually. We're not connecting anything. In the upper left-hand corner, you'd click on New. And on the right-hand side, you'd say Bank Deposit. You'll say, where's the money going? We'll put it into New 1900. And then what's the date? Big picture, what you're going to do is say, what's my income account? And then for the second line, what account am I using to record my merchant fees? Because Stripe isn't just processing the money to be nice, they're processing the money because they take a cut off the top. You have to tell QuickBooks, this is the amount of money I earned, here's the amount I paid in fees, and the difference, that's what went into my bank account. So I'm going to show you what this looks like using my Stripe account. There's going to be a lot of blurring, but I think it's helpful for you to see what I'm saying rather than me just describing with abstract words. When you log into Stripe, you're going to get a dashboard that looks like this, but obviously not blurred. There's a handful of ways to get to your payouts. I'm just going to show you the one that I like the most. On the left-hand side, I select the word balances. I then select payouts across the top of my screen. Once you're at the balances, what you'll see on the left-hand side is the dollar amount that got transferred to your account. In the middle, you'll see what the account is. So Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Chase, whatever. And then on the far right, you'll see when the money is supposed to arrive in your bank account. So if you're working on this for your old bookkeeping, you're like, oh, I need to go find that deposit from a month ago. Just scroll down until you find the deposit. You know how much money went into your bank account. The purpose of this is to figure out how much money did you earn and how much did you pay in fees. So for this example, I'm going to go to a deposit on November 29th. Deposited into my bank account was $320.26. There isn't anything I sell for that amount of money, so let's dive into it. So what I see is this transfer was completed on Friday the 29th. In the middle, it's blurred out, but it tells me which bank it went to. And then here I can see an at a glance, and my at a glance says there was charges, there were fees, there were refunds, and then the total payout. When I scroll down, what I can see is the detail of what I've sold and who I've sold it to. I can see the charges as well as the refunds. If somebody schedules an appointment and they cancel it and they give me enough notice where I can go book somebody else in that time slot, I'm just going to refund their money. I'm not keeping it. So down below, I can see a list. Now in my books, I'm not differentiating and tracking like, here's the revenue for my 15-minute appointments separate from my 30, separate from my 60. If you are tracking your revenue in that level of detail, this is going to be really helpful. But for me, all I need is the information in the summary. So the summary says, I had a sale of $536. I had a refund of $199. I had fees of $16 and $300 went in my bank. Let me show you what this is going to look like in QuickBooks. So we'll just make believe that this is my real bank account, which it is not. First thing I want to do is just enter my date. So what day was that? Okay, November 29th. So 29, 24. And then the account. Sales or product income. I don't have a good income account. Let's call it... we're just going to make a new account real quick. So I'm going to make an account called Consulting. It is an income account. The detail type doesn't matter, and I'll click Save. Okay, so the amount. What I like to do, and you don't have to do this, is I like to put in the amount that I sold, and then on the next line, all right, Consulting, refunded appointment, and a minus for the refund amount. You could absolutely squish this into one line. I just like to be able to see how often am I needing to refund people's appointments. So it's personal preference. Like on the profit and loss, it goes to consulting. The detail is just there for me. Now, the other thing that I have to record is the fees. So I reset my QuickBooks, and I don't have merchant account fees. So I'm going to add merchant account fees. I like to have this separate from bank fees. I want to keep track of like my wire transfer fees, and I want to have that in one place, and I want my merchant account fees in another place. Some of my clients like them together, and that's fine. This is entirely up to you what you want to do. So we'll say Zoom calls, refunded appointment, and Stripe fee, right? This is just for me to keep track and remember what am I doing and why am I doing it. So Stripe took $16.74. In the upper right-hand corner, I see how much money went into my bank. The reason this is important is that I want to keep track of how much money did I earn and how much money did I pay in fees. So this takes place on 11/29. We'll just do a save and close, and I'll show you in the profit and loss what this looks like. So reports, profit and loss, 11/29/24, 11/29/24, run report, and here it is, my consulting and my fees. So yeah, $320 went in the bank, but I earned $337. For good bookkeeping, you want to know how much you've earned. For a sense of accomplishment, you might realize you're closer to your goals if you track all the money that you earned. If you're like, oh, I really want to get to $1,000. Well, log all the money you've earned, even though that means you're logging the fees. Like you should be doing it anyhow, but sometimes I see people take a shortcut, and this is me saying no shortcuts. And also, here's how you do that with Stripe. All right. If you have any questions, let me know. I try not to make too many videos that my editor has to blur my confidential info. But if you do have questions, let me know. I can always pull together a screenshot and block it out myself and then show you more stuff. All right, thanks.